Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
There is a federal statute, the Home Rule Act, that gives the president some authority over D.C. law enforcement when there's an emergency. I don't think there is an emergency, and therefore I think that it would be possible to challenge his actions as illegal or unlawful, as you asked, as not consistent with his authorization. But I think it would be very unlikely for a court to tell the president, we don't agree with you about whether there is or isn't an emergency. And remember, this only lasts for 30 days. I think the most important thing is when a president gets in front of the country and says, here's what I'm doing and here's why, the most important thing is, well, okay, you say here's why, but what you say doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. So you say crime is up, but all the statistics from the Department of Justice that you control say crime is down. So your rationale is flimsy. And that to me is the most important thing. The most important thing is, here's what he said, here's why he said he's doing it. What he says doesn't add up. So danger number one is that these officials, who are now empowered as a result of the actions taken today by the president, will start engaging in the kind of police enforcement that the people who live in the District of Columbia do not want and have not authorized. So even if you listen to the president's own words, he's talking about, well, we really need police to use violence because violence is the only kind of thing that these criminals understand. Well, that's one view of policing, but the view of policing that we want is the view of policing endorsed by the people who live in the area where this policing is taking place. And when the president usurps their authority, he's replacing a set of police practices democratically endorsed with a set of police practices that are unilaterally imposed by an unaccountable official.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The existing statute is in place precisely for the reason that we might have wild, out of control rioting or invasion by a foreign power seeking to invade our capital. We would want the president then to have all sorts of authority to repel an invasion or to put down massive rioting. Those things are not in place now. Those things are not happening. I think it would be impossible to look at what's happening now and not see a pattern of a president pushing boundaries and trying to see how far he can go to use officials under his control, whether that be the National Guard, which would have back and forth with the governors or the military, to do things that he can't get state and local law enforcement to do. If the public doesn't like what's happening, the president is likely to back off. But if the public sort of shrugs its shoulders and says, "Oh yeah, there's Trump being Trump again," then he'll keep on pressing. If you listen to what he said today, there's no question that he is priming the country for the idea that certain parts of the country, mostly controlled by Democrats, are not truly American and therefore need to be policed in a way from outside of their own environment because things are lawless in those places. There's no evidence to support any of his claims. And again, that's the most important thing about what happened today is he offered a rationale. It's not true. It's not true.